Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. And today I'm going to be doing something quite different from what I normally do. But before we get into that, you guys should make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the post notifications. I'm very sorry for the blurry camera. I'm using a laptop for this because I'm doing a Zoom meeting with my friend for this. So yeah, and the camera of the laptop is quite blurry. And you guys make sure to go follow me on TikTok, follow me on my business Instagram, and everything will be in the description box below. Now let's get into this video. So first I have to admit her into the meeting.
Hello, Papa.
So this is Zara. She's been in another of my videos. She was in the front tag video. The link will be in the description. So what are we going to be talking about?
We're talking about social media and whether it's safe for teenagers.
Yes. So basically, we're basically going to be doing this. We're going to be doing this once in a month. Yes. So that's 12 topics a year. We're going to be doing it once in a month, and we're going to be talking about different topics and our views and opinions about them. And then today, my guest is Zara.
Hi.
Okay, so basically, I feel like social media can be good for people, but it can also have a bad effect on people. I feel like if somebody can be really famous and make a lot of money on social media, and the same person
and then someone can also commit suicide.
Yes, just because of social media.
Because of social media.
How about you? What do you feel about it, Zara?
I think the same thing. Everything has advantages and disadvantages, and then social media can be safe, but then you also need to be cautious.
Yes.
So it really depends on how you deal with different situations and how you use social media.
Yeah. So what do you think about when parents don't allow their children on social media?
I really can't say much about that. There are different parenting styles. Some people allow their children on social media and let them do what they like. That's their decision. Some others say, oh, you're not allowed to use it at all. And then some people are in between and allow them use it with restrictions.
Yes.
My parents, for example, they allow me use a few with restrictions. I'm not allowed to use I know a lot of people know about. So
that is the same.
I don't know, it just depends on parenting style.
Yeah, that's same as me, because for example, my mom and my dad, they let me use they have different age restrictions. They have different ages that we can use particular social media. For example, I'm only allowed to go on Snapchat when I'm 15. Then so I was allowed WhatsApp when I turned 13. Our Snapchat is so broad. You can text anybody, you can add anybody from anywhere, even if you don't know the person. So my mom wants me to be mature enough to be able to and be able to know who to add and who not to add on different social medias.
Yeah, another thing some parents do is that they go through their kids' social media to see who they're texting and stuff.
Yeah.
But some people are not okay with that. Some people think they should let their children do what they like and be responsible for themselves. But as I said, it depends on parenting style.
Yes.
All right, so since we've been talking about the bad parts or regulations, how about we give examples of when it's safe
for social media
or when it's okay. So an example when it's not safe, you don't always see the person you're talking to. So a lot of people talking through messages. They don't even call that much. Mm-hmm. So it's mostly text messages, DMs, all that stuff. So you never see who you're talking to. And someone could start talking to another person. You think they could be online best friends or whatever. The
Yes.
person is actually much older than you and is catfishing you through social media.
Yes.
So that's the case where it's not safe.
Yes. And the person who is doing that, the person could like maybe say, oh, let's meet up somewhere, and then the person could maybe kidnap you or something like that. But like obviously, we can't only talk about the bad parts of social media. Social media is really good. Like there are people like social media, there are influencers on YouTube, influencers on Instagram who like get money for posting and for making content for their viewers. And I feel like that is really good. So those people have like those influencers sometimes to act as the name says influencer to them, to help them with their
like a role model.
Like a role model to them. Which other good way can social media affect people?
So the same way some people commit suicide due to social media influence, some people could also be saved from committing that suicide through social media helplines and their own, as you said, influencers,
and the positive
that inspire them and be like, oh, I still have something to live for.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because there are some people who their social media page, who their, like for example their Instagram page or their YouTube, all their content on YouTube is all about making a change in people's lives and spreading positivity and those type of things, which is really, really good. So basically now we're going to do like something to end this. We're going to talk about like some guidelines in social media, and basically if someone does something, the way you should respond, or the way that should be best to handle the situation. So for example, if you've been talking to someone, let's say for like a month or two, and let's say you're online best friends or something like that, and the person says you should meet, I personally think that what you should do is that you should maybe ask an adult, even if that person is not your parent, you should ask an adult to go with you, or take a friend or something, or somebody who can be with you to make sure that you're safe at all times.
Or even though you don't want someone to go with you, you should let people know where you are. Like with Apple phones or products, you can share your location. So a lot of people do that when they're going on blind dates or whatever. They share their location once they get to a place. So at least people, your close family and friends, they know where you are, and if anything happens, they can get you. So another thing is that you should probably be cautious with who you're talking to. Like, it's not wise to spread personal information or whatever on social media without actually knowing, maybe seeing the person in a video call or whatever. But even video calls can be faked, because they can bring in someone to have that conversation with you. Meanwhile, it's another person that was texting you or whatever. So you probably shouldn't share personal information with someone you only know online and you don't know in real life, because that can be really dangerous.
If you want to be like a social media influencer, I personally think that you should not spread hate. Like, even if you're not a social media influencer, as a person, as somebody who uses social media, you should not spread hate. Don't leave hate comment on people's posts, and
it just doesn't make sense.
Yes, even if you don't like the content that the person posts, then just leave the channel. You don't have to watch. The person who posts that doesn't need the hate that people give them. So I feel like you should not leave hate comments on people's content or on people's posts. Even if you don't personally like it, just don't watch from the person's channel.
Even if you don't like something, it's fine. Not everybody likes the same things, but it makes more sense to leave the thing rather than watch it and then hate on it, because you don't need it. The person doesn't need it. It doesn't help anybody. And it's just bad vibes.
Yes, and if you're a social media influencer, and you should always spread positivity and not spread hate, not spread things that could make your viewers or your followers feel like they should kill them. No two people are the same, even twins. No two people are the same.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications. Thank you, Zara, for joining my video today. So,
thanks for inviting me.
Yes, and make sure to go follow my TikTok and look at my business Instagram and follow my business Instagram. The link will be in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.